About 10,000 jobs just vanished across Canada. 8,300 workers let go at the Bay, a full wipeout of their entire staff thanks to American mismanagement. 800 staff cut from Service Canada, the same agency that already can't keep up with passport, pension, or EI requests. And 260 jobs eliminated at the CRA. The same CRA that let 930 employees get away with fraudulently claiming CERB and kept every single one of them on payroll. These aren't budget balancing moves. These are optical cuts, engineered to look like fiscal responsibility. And that illusion only works because they're happening in agencies Canadians already mistrust. If you're angry at Service Canada delays or being audited by the CRA, it feels like somebody is finally cleaning house. But here's the reality. Canada's federal public service is massive. Over 350,000 employees. Cutting 1,000 here or there barely makes a dent. These reductions are about political theater, not actual savings. Meanwhile, the 25-26 federal budget has increased spending by 8.4%, rising to almost $487 billion. That's not restraint. That's the biggest spending hike in years. And yet, in the throne speech yesterday, Canadians were sold a different story. Middle-class tax cuts, GST relief for first-time home buyers, commitments to affordability. But the foundation beneath those promises is cracking. Let's walk through what the spring 2025 economic report from StatCan actually says. In late 2024, it looked like a modest recovery was happening, and it might stick. Output was rising steadily, employment ticking up, borrowing eased, but it didn't last. By February 2025, real GDP shrank. Oil, gas, transportation, and real estate activity all declined. Retail sales dropped again, down for the second straight month. In April, as we already talked about, manufacturing lost 31,000 jobs. Wholesale and retail, another 27,000 gone. The unemployment rate climbed to 6.9% and employment rate dropped to 60.8%. Housing demand is cooling again. Real estate activity fell over 10% in February, 1 month, the third consecutive monthly decline. And with tariff threats escalating between Canada and America, the outlook is getting worse. Exports to the U.S. dropped 6.6% in March. Canadian cross-border trips by car down nearly 32%. Same-day trips down 36% year over year. A total collapse in consumer movement that we're supposed to believe is because of elbows up and not economic pain at home. And yet, in the middle of all of this, the banks just had their best quarter ever. In Q1 25, Canada's financial sector reported $56.4 billion in operating profits, a 14.2% jump from Q4. That's more than any other sector in the country, including oil and gas. It's not because they're lending more. In fact, they're lending less. Mortgages are harder to get, business loans are drying up, but bank profits are soaring because they're making more from fees and risk-loaded lending structures. While the real economy stalls, banks are thriving, and while Canadians are told to sacrifice, the financial sector is cashing in. So let's recap. 10,000 workers gone in a week. Public sector fraud goes unpunished. Cuts made to Service Canada and the CRA are symbolic, wholly symbolic, no structural balance there. The federal budget grows while pretending to be shrinking. The banks pull in massive profits while doing less lending. And through it all, the government says, we're here to help. This isn't a system being mismanaged. It's a system that's been designed to look like it's helping while funneling power upward. The jobs are gone, the money's gone, and the accountability? That's been missing for a little over a decade. Have a wonderful week.